Welcome back to the KEMPIRE Daily YouTube channel. In today's video, let's talk about the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. A lot happened during this episode. I'm still not sure about this particular series, this particular city, but I'm still watching. Jen Shah is still one of my favorites. And when I say favorites, she's a good character. She's good for reality TV. Well, we've talked about it a little bit on my podcast, but don't forget, we will be releasing a bonus episode today. So check that out. You probably already subscribed. If not, there will be links in the description box. But this last episode, we saw a few different things happen. We got to see a little bit more of Whitney and her father's relationship and his struggles with addiction. I do like that storyline for her, but I want to see a little bit more of her family. I don't think we're getting a lot. We were focusing a lot on her father's struggle as opposed to what's really happening in her life. But I still like Whitney. We're getting to know her because originally her cousin Heather, I wasn't too sure about. But this episode, we really got to see another side of Heather, and I'm really growing to love Heather and how she's raising her daughters, because she also gives us a behind the scenes look on how the Mormon religion treats women, how they treat the world, how they, go throughout the world. And I like the fact that she's sharing that so openly and honestly. And I love the conversation that she had with her daughters, because it seems like she's doing a good job with them. These are three girls that, are children of divorce. And as many people know, that can be challenging for a lot of children. And they seem to be handling it pretty well. And I love the fact that she had an open conversation with them about it. Sidebar, we see a similar situation with Lisa, who I've said reminds me of Drita from Mob Wives. And also, I kind of like her vibe. But I'm starting to get like, you're really trying to produce this show and not really show the depths of your life. And I'm just sort of like, okay, we're going to all get together and put together our goals on a poster board. Not to say that doesn't happen. I'm sure it does. But for TV, it was kind of dry. Sorry. It wasn't entertaining to watch. And it's not entertaining to talk about. But speaking of Lisa, her friendship with Meredith seems to be giving us one thing on TV, however, more is going on. At the end of the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, we get to see Jen pretty much put Meredith on blast in regards to this relationship that she encountered when she was seeing Meredith in New York City. There's more going on with Meredith, and she's not sharing it. It seems like her husband is sharing what he really wants from the relationship, but Meredith is not giving us the reason why she is so hesitant. It can't just be location. Speaking of Meredith, her son Brooks' sweatsuit line, and this is why I love Jen. I understand this is Meredith's son, but he is 21 years old. He's not a baby. I was thinking the same thing. Okay, this sweatsuit line, all of the same outfit. I mean, there were little variations, but it was all of the same. And not to say some high fashion designers have done similar things in the past. I think it is impressive for someone 21 to be embarking on this kind of thing. I still think Brooks is entertaining, but he is a spoiled brat. I think he would own it. I think he does own it, that he's a spoiled brat, and he tries to control his mother and her own friendship circle. But Meredith seems like the type of person you can control. But she's not giving us her real life, which I never really like. Like, there's more going on with Meredith. Even her friends, she's not sharing the true tea with. Even Jen, who knows the true tea. And I know that's going to be a situation between them, because she's sharing her information and she really shouldn't be. Just saying. We didn't get a lot of Mary Cosby this week, and I was okay with that. But I'm not sure about Salt Lake City. I'm still watching to see how the season plays out. But Potomac started very similar. It was a slow start, and then we fell in love. It will be interesting to see. And one of the really great reasons why you should listen to the podcast, we talk about a little information that Alex found on Jen Shah and her actual money situation. It's going to be entertaining. Definitely take a listen to Friday's episode. As I said to you before, we will be releasing a bonus episode of the KEMPIRE today. and you'll be able to hear more of our conversations on some of the other reality TV series that we watch and that you love. Thanks so much for tuning in to another episode here. I'll see you tomorrow.